safest places in the National Football League.
Chiefs coming off a bye. They need this game. Denver off a mini bye after playing. And we're ready to roll with a touchback to get things started. Bo Nix coming out. His fourth quarter work has been passes 18 consecutive games. But in this 10-game home win streak, he's had 29 total touchdowns.
Is what you would rather have, but they need to get off to a better start today and play from the lead. This is going to be a monster game. They
recognize the moment. That was the mantra to the team. Chance what you can do as far as almost putting away KC. First to start it.
Trying to be aggressive. You're going to see right off the edge. We're going to slide the line to the everywhere. This is going to be the challenge for Kansas City today, Jim. Or the challenge for Denver. You have a
how to pick up the blitz. You saw it right there. Spags blitz gets a sack to start it. 2nd and 16. Let's talk about a key matchup here. These two coaches that have certainly excelled. New Orleans and his offensive wizardry, his teams through the years averaged the most points per game in league history.
You're exactly right. This is going to be the matchup. Bo Nix. He's going to play pressure. He's going to go one-on-one. I think Cortland Sutton will actually be the key to this game. Got to get him the ball.
What way? And the pass comes instead to Bryant. The rookie has the first down, so they get out of the to start getting a first down in the opening drives.
It's just a great play design when you can go ahead and a little too much disguise right there by Spagnuolo. This is what Denver needed, that type of start.
Meanwhile, a handoff to Harvey, who again is going to see a lot of work today with J.K. Dobbins being put on injured.
More pressure. He brought it on the first play with the sack. Tranquil is coming on that one. And you better have a not made the AFC Championship with Patrick Mahomes. Spagnuolo will bring his best as well today.
So it sticks after a poor first down play as Nix goes way down the field. Franklin for them to do in this game was to show some deep balls early, and you got one right there.
And this was so close. I mean, you take your shots early, get this defense off. If you don't do that against Kansas City, they will suffocate you. But I do think it was close.
Kind of close. It was close. Yeah, it would have been a great catch.
Changes the game sometimes.
3rd and 11. Specials in Sutton picking up a first down.
You want to talk about a big route, and that was a bullet right into his chest, and you can't ask for a better start. If
yardage, and that was a big one. 2 big conversions so far.
Yes,
for the Broncos on this opening series,
which will be key in this game.
And Ingram, the former tight end by way of the Giants and the Jaguars, has about 7 or 8.
We saw Bo Nix wisely checks it down, but Kincaid had a big game against Kansas City. It's one area that doesn't line up at the tight end position a lot. He's more in the slot, but I think you're going to see that change in this game, and he needs to have a big game.
And he gets the tote. McLaughlin takes a defender with him, and he's got the first down.
And how about the aggressiveness of Sean Payton? Oh, you want us to be more aggressive?
They have just 2 total rushes so far with 5 pass plays.
10.
They're going to go back to McLaughlin. Little hesitation on the handoff, and he's bursting ahead for about 6.
Dobbins is incredible. They've got to adjust, but I like McLaughlin and Harvey. McLaughlin is shifty.
Harvey comes in. Just the 2nd game, by the way, McLaughlin's been up this year.
Yep. This is going to be key, though. He's got a 2nd and 4. You can just run the ball if you want.
So, out of the gun. Straight pass play. Nix near side. Back to Bryant. Another occasion to move the chains. Watson on the coverage.
It's a great play design. Stack, stay on their guy. And right now, Sean Payton is putting on a clinic other than the first play on the sack.
They've gone, Tony, they've 1st and 10 at the 12.
Throw.
Harvey, who was a quarterback before he's a running back. Wait.
Nix had to turn into cornerback, not the quarterback. And you're exactly right. There's a reason why they moved the positions.
As a quarterback, and then ended up leading the Big 12 last year in yards per carry. They found him in the...
Would have intercepted that ball after the sack, having a good series here. Lucky for Denver.
2nd and 10. Brought down by Cook.
This is an Ingram-Sutton game. If they each have 15 targets, would have coming in.
Boy, just using up the clock here to start the game. 6.5 minutes in. Going to try to get it up top. Here's Nix. Pressure. Been a lot of talk about where are all the sacks. He gets one in the first quarter today.
When the Chiefs are, their backs are Chris Jones has been awfully quiet this year. Expect the inner beast to come out today, and he's like, oh, this is important.
Let's field goal from about, what, 29 it'll be. Ross News points on their opening drive. First time in 9 miles from here. Great gathering place. Always been a gorgeous week. Not the way they wanted to end it with just a field goal, but they took half a quarter keeping Mahomes off the field.
Plays in the National Football League.
Here's the kick. Comes down to Remigio. Runs it against the Broncos is 13-1. But in the last couple of years, here, crowd is going crazy and exploding their defense. But he did not play as they rested the starters week 18.
It is rocking. This is as loud as I've heard anywhere this year.
First snap for the nice block, and Cooper brought him down. Let's go to your tape room.
Well, the tape room is week 10 last year. 6-man blitz. 6-man pressure again. Big play, helping set up a key field goal.
And Josh Simmons, their left tackle, is back after a 4-game absence with personal reason. And he just overthrew him by a couple of steps.
Remember, you talked about how I said, Bowden, just let Worthy run. The fastest guy at the combine. Mahomes has an arm like very few. You're getting Kansas City's best today, Jim.
That was Barron in coverage. Remember, Pat Surtain, last year's defensive player, the 2nd and 10. Mahomes fires and incomplete, trying to find Noah Gray.
So close.
As you see Surtain, who got injured right before the end of the half of the Cowboy game here 3 weeks ago.
And not keep going out because he's got to keep it inside. Denver's outside leverage. This is where
crazy defense is ready to pounce. 3rd and 10. They seal the pocket. And that was Abrams' drain on the coverage. They tried 2 deep balls against that second.
Kansas City, what their focus is, find the man-to-man matchup. And both balls are just over.
15 pass plays by the teams combined so far, and only 3 rushes. Ariza to punt. Here's Mims cutting it upfield. This is what we're talking about. Here goes Mims with a block. He's at the 50. Hit him. There is a flag after a 68-yard run back.
Like electric returners in the game, but this will be coming back.
Yeah, the flags are all the way back.
So if you're a Denver fan, that gives you a chance.
Adrian Hill leading.
Game-changing call right here.
During the kick, illegal block of 1st down Denver.
It was well before then, push in the back. So it'd almost be like pushing someone into the ball carrier, they're saying.
Gene Steratore back in New York.
Right there. Great job by our team to find that.
Here's a handoff down to about the 7 in that goal.
It is a rarity, Jim. Very rarely do you see a block in the back like that on the kicking team. We saw in the replay. That's not a defensive play. This is just a push in the back. And because it is on the kicking team, which is the defense.
Ready.
Well said.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And Harvey tries to switch, pointed out, the rookie from Florida State. And now the Broncos face a 3rd and 5. They've already...
Huge call here. You're off to a great start. If you're Denver, things are going your way. But if Kansas City holds you to a field goal...
There he is. This is the 7th red zone snap already for Denver. They can get a 1st down at the 1. Chanel, who made the big blocked field goal last year at Arrowhead, as the Chiefs...
Unique. They move him everywhere, and he'll line up in the A gap, pretend like he's a D tackle. That would have been a touchdown if he didn't tip that to Sutton.
He's all over the place. Denver fans are tired of seeing him, but this one 24 yards, and it's 6-0.
This is exciting. This is an exciting game. You ready for...
Inside the 10 a couple of times, and the Broncos have had to settle for 2 Lutz field goals.
They're going from 3 points to getting the 6 and 7 on the extra point, and right now Kansas City's winning that battle.
One aggression by Tillman, after a 20-yard run back. It's been a struggle for the Chiefs on the run. Patrick Mahomes. It's just they've run into issues most recently up in Buffalo and in that.
Bosa had an incredible game, but remember, they didn't have full strength. Now they're back at full strength. Early in games, I just see certain things that kind of flash. Kansas City feel his sense of urgency, not just throughout the week with his communication, but the way he's playing right now, Jim. Watch out.
He's down at the 39. They give it to Hunt and Kareem, the king of the West. The numbers are staggering. I'm going to get back to this a little later on. 19-2 on the road in the division. 7 straight titles under Mahomes. 9 overall. Now, I say 19-2 on game in Brazil this year against the Chargers. It wasn't really a true road game, but it counted as a Los Angeles
home. This division. Today, I want to see Andy Reid commit a little bit to the run. And pretty well, Simmons has helped a ton coming back. Keep having him the ball, but they've got to run it today as this game continues to win.
And again, and Mahomes with a little pump fake and a flag down, falls at the 41. That was Malcolm Roach, who...
Sua Matia here might have taken Roach's helmet off.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, offense, over 70.
It's pretty clear as day. Go ahead and take a look right here. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
So they spark the football back at the...
Part of the reason.
Bonito and Cooper sit out this play for that Denver defense. Gain of about 4. It is update time, which means it's Adam Shine time in New York.
Devontae Adams 10th on the season. 14-3 Rams leading Seattle. Early second, back to you.
MVP candidate. I don't think he's got enough of that attention.
Hasn't. Stafford should almost be the leader in the clubhouse.
Agree. Here's his right there with him. Incomplete. And they throw a flag that's going to be pass inter.
He's been playing good football.
Pass interference. Deep.
Well, you see he's been playing good football, and the run with Worthy is good, but don't hold him. Just a little. That's so small. Didn't even.
From the other side, you couldn't see the grab, and it didn't look like interference. But from that view, face forward side,
6 passes and 3 of them they have launched downfield.
Rashard Smith comes in at running back, right, and almost intercepted by Hufanga as it bounced off the hands of Rice.
And then they'll seal that edge and allow Mahomes to get out to his right and so quickly to Rice.
Hufanga, a big presence in that secondary, coming by way of the 49ers in free agency. Weaving through traffic, and we got another marker down at the 10-yard line. That picked up 8.
And we talked about before.
Remain second down.
They got Juju on that one. Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I'm not so sure on that one. Calling it.
For the 2nd and 18. That was a spot foul, so they take it back to the...
And take a shot. Screen. Or chip Noah Gray.
Double walloped by Bonito, one of them, and the other Sternad. And he gets right back on it.
The sacks. He's got counter moves, multiple moves, so diverse. But whoa, that's a wicked shot in the home.
But he's got a 3rd and 15, Tony.
Against a team you would really not like that against, right? Historic rate. This team.
It's Rice, and he's brought down at the 12. Hufanga got to him first, and another marker.
Could be another hold on Smith-Schuster. Possibly. I just think that shows you the respect Kansas City has for this Denver pass rush. That we're not.
And again, they're trying to sort this one out as Matt Nagy talks to Andy.
Offense, number 9. That penalty's declined, 4th down.
More like a hold than the other one. I really feel like Abrams Drain there does a good job fighting
the back-to-back holding calls.
No, nothing to see here. You're good.
Harrison Butker comes in. By the way, this are up there historic, actually. They've only allowed the opponent 28% finding the end zone
from this year, so that was a big focal point this week for both teams.
31 yards for Butker. rise all field goals here in the opening quarter.
Hard enough to score touchdowns without penalties. Now give yourself
His possible shape in Empower Field. You were down there before the game.
It's immaculate. I don't want to say Augusta, but it literally was pure the mark on the field.
Short free kick against the kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, right hash.
Big mistake.
Well, the ownership group led by Greg and Terry Penners, Secretary of State, former Secretary of State, part of that ownership group as well. And it's pretty cool to see how, because we were here to make the conditions premium for the back half of the year.
That's why you're lucky when you get it all starts at the top. And this
handoff and a quick hit immediately by Aminahu on McLaughlin.
He's starting to flash to me.
Field goals as both teams have been residing in the red zone twice for the Broncos. Touchdowns are hard earned.
You're exactly right. Steve Spagnuolo makes it very difficult. Vance Joseph as well on the other side. And that's going to be the challenge for Bo Nix.
Here's Nix. He bought some time. Whistles it over to McLaughlin. McDuffie wide. It's also the end of the quarter. Well, for a game full of field goals, there was a lot of excitement here.